Good morning. All right, so we're going to take some notes on rates. I am going to skip the definitions. You guys should have been in class for those, so I'm going to go directly down to the math. So when we're converting a rate, so what we have on the left are the rates, and we are converting to the unit rate on the right. So when we're converting from the rate to the unit rate, it's always numerator divided by denominator. Numerator divided by denominator. So the first one I'm taking a look at is 25 miles in 2 hours. 25 miles in 2 hours is how much in 1 hour? Divide the numerator by the denominator. 12.5. 12.5 miles per hour. 12.5 miles in 1 hour is your unit rate. I'm going to erase some of that so I've got some more space to work. Okay, next one. 51 words in 3 minutes. 51 words in 3 minutes. If I'm finding the unit rate, I need to calculate for 1 minute. Numerator divided by denominator. So 51 divided by 3 is 17. 17 words in 1 minute. $9.20 for 4 pounds of candy would be how much for 1 pound of candy? $9.20 for 4 pounds equals how much for 1 pound of candy? Numerator divided by denominator. $9.20 divided by 4. $2.30 for 1 pound of candy. That's your unit rate, $2.30. Last one, $2 for 3 loaves of bread. So the dollars always go on the top. $2 for 3 loaves equals how much for 1 loaf of bread? So $2 divided by 3, add your decimal and your zeros. Okay, so since this is money, so what I'm looking at right now is my 0.666. Since this is going to be money, dollars and cents, I'm going to look at 66 cents, but over here I have a 6 sitting on the outside of my box. That 6 sitting on the outside tells me to round that up to 67 cents for 1 loaf of bread. How do we do these? Numerator divided by denominator. For every problem, you're going to do numerator divided by denominator. This double number line below shows the rate at which you earn points for successfully hitting notes in a music video game. Write a rate that represents the situation. 1 is done for you. So if you look over here, this says points and notes. And they chose the rate 600 points for 4 notes. So they chose this one right here. On the video game, you would earn 600 points for hitting 4 notes correctly. Then it says give 2 more. So I'm just going to pick a random rate. I'm going to choose this one right here. 450 points for 3 notes. It said choose 2, so I'm just going to choose randomly another one. You could have chosen any one that you wanted. So I'm going to choose 150 points for 1 note. Double number line. Okay, so this is really why we're solving rates and unit rates, because you're going to do a lot of this in your real life. You earn $35 for washing 5 cars. You earn $35 for washing 5 cars. How much do you earn for washing 9 cars? The dollars always go on the top. $35 for 5 cars equals how much for 9 cars? Well, if I'm trying to find a relationship between 5 and 9, 5 times nothing is 9. Remember that hint that I gave you guys last week? And I said reduce first. If you reduce your ratio or your rate to lowest terms first, then the math becomes much simpler. So what I'm thinking in my head over here is if I'm getting paid $35 for 5 cars, then 35 divided by 5, I'm getting paid $7 for 1 car. Well, if they're paying me $7 per car and I wash 9 cars, 7 times 9, I would earn $63 to wash 9 cars. 3 collector's item movies cost $51. 3 movies cost $51. The dollars always go on the top. $51 for 3 movies equals how much for 5 movies? How much would 5 movies cost? Now again, there's no way to get from 3 to 5 on the bottom. To jump from 3 movies to 5 movies, there's no easy way to solve that. But what was my suggestion up here? Reduce first. So over here, what I'm thinking is, if I'm paying $51 for 3 movies, how much am I paying for 1? Well, 51 divided by 3 is 17. So they're charging me $17 for 1 movie. If they're charging me $17 for 1 movie, how much would I pay for 5 movies? 17 times 5 is $85. Your heart beats 420 times in 3 minutes. How many times does your heart beat in 1 minute? Your heart beats 420 times in 3 minutes. How many times does your heart beat in 1 minute? Remember, we always divide the numerator by the denominator. 420 divided by 3. Is 140 heartbeats per minute. Are these rates equivalent? Yes or no? Since I have 2 separate rates, I'm going to divide my workspace into half. Is swimming 24 laps in 6 minutes equal to swimming 72 laps in 18 minutes? The only way to determine is to, first of all, find the unit rate. How many laps am I swimming per minute? 72 laps in 18 minutes is how many laps per 1 minute? So if I focus over here, I know that 24 divided by 6 is 4. So this person is swimming at a rate of 4 laps per minute. Now I'm going to look over here. 72 divided by 18 is also 4. So this swimmer is also swimming at a rate of 4 laps per minute. So if both of the unit rates are 4 laps per minute, then yes, those rates are equivalent. If I am comparison shopping and I find hamburger for $16 for 8 pounds at Meijer, And Kroger is selling hamburger for $8 for 2 pounds. Which store has the better buy? Well, the only way to figure this out is to find the unit rate. So 16 divided by 8 is 2. So Meijer is charging $2 for 1 pound of hamburger. 8 divided by 2 is 4. Kroger is charging $4 for 1 pound of hamburger. So if you compare your unit rates, $2 for 1 pound is not equal to $4 for 1 pound. So your answer for that one would be no, they are not equivalent.